When you're translating your head, when you think your grammar is off, when you think your English is not enough, that's not you. That's the Hernandez Estrada in you.
My name is Oscar Isaac, but my full name is Oscar Isaac Hernandez Estrada.
He didn't drop Hernandez because he wanted to hide from it. He chose the name that felt right for who he wanted to become. To really stop translating right now, as in this very moment, you need to do something radical, which means very different from anything you've ever done so far. I tried it on myself and on many of my students, and it works all the time. And if you do it with me, you'll stop translating in the next 10 minutes. Alright, this is the first strategy, and it's a little bit counterintuitive. When you're in a conversation, especially with a native speaker or someone who anyway speaks pretty good English, first repeat what they say at their speed. Then add your question. Imagine someone who says, man, last meeting was very tough. You see, usually students say, you're prepared for the next. The moment you make up your own expression, this is when your native language filters in. Instead, you want to repeat back what they say. They say it was very tough, and you repeat it was very tough, plus you add a question. Last meeting was tough. Are you prepared for the next? Now you try. I'll give you a line. You repeat it at my speed, and then you ask me a question. Don't think too much, alright? Just go. I've been working on this project the whole week. Yeah, good. Let's do this again. Repeat, then ask me a question. The deadline moved to Friday. That's it. One more time, same idea. I think we need a different approach. Alright, have you been translating as you answered? Probably not. Your brain simply didn't have time to translate. The speed of the interaction forced you to bypass the brain and go straight from ear, what you listen, to mouth, what you say. Direct, no bypasses. This is how you kill translation. Speed gives your brain no time to search for words. You just echo and go. Now, let me show you the second strategy. This one is about what you learn, not how you say it. Most learners are obsessed with learning new words. Countless videos on YouTube, flashcards, vocabulary lists. The internet is literally flooded with this. This is good. It's just that the subject is wrong. Instead of learning words, you should be learning chunks of words, which is basically groups of words together. Because they're always together, they carry the whole English structure within them. Imagine you want to say what you know, but you're not sure to know all there is to know. You can say it like that, if you can, or you can say, as far as I know. Now say this with me, alright? As far as I know. Alright, let's do this again, but faster. As far as I know. Yeah, that's it. Let's go even faster, come on. As far as I know. Okay, very well. Now, let me ask you this. Where is the highest chance of translating? With the first sentence or with the second? Of course, with the first, right? Even if you can say it a little better than this, it's still a total mess. And it's so easy to get lost in between all of those words. The second one wins because it's a word chunk. These words are meant to stay together, like lovers. And the beautiful thing is that the whole English language is made of word chunks, literally. Chunks give you something new to work on. Instead of learning one word, you learn more words together. You're still learning, but you're learning the right thing. Now, my friends, there's a third strategy, and this one takes me back to Oscar Isaac.
I think that discoveries can't happen without freedom to experiment. There has to be a sense of risk and an ability to be able to fail in order for something true to come. So it's actually a prerequisite of being able to work is to have the freedom to experiment. That's where all the good stuff comes from.
Oscar Isaac experimented. Oscar Isaac Hernandez Estrada didn't represent who he really was. Before he opened his mouth, they'd already decided his identity. That name kept him locked into a role, the Latino gangster. A simple name drop made the difference between a regular low wage and the massive $3 to $5 million he makes today per project. So I think it's worth taking some inspiration from it. But anyway, don't worry, because you don't have to change your name like he did. You only need to change what you currently link to your name. Now, let me ask you something. How do people call you? Me, for example, my full Italian name is Alberto. Some people call me that. Other people call me Albe, my friends. Some call me Albi. That's my family. And here's the thing. Only one of these names speaks fluent English, and it's not Alberto, only Albert. Albert is the calm mentor. Albert is the coach. Albert is the person who doesn't translate, because that's not what he does. You're not someone who learns English. You're not the stereotype, the English student. No, you are an English speaker. So, choose your name, the one that best represents your English identity. For me, it was Albert. So when I say it, I say, I'm Albert. I speak English. Now it's your turn. Say it out loud with your name, alright? I'm Albert. I speak English. Yeah. Now say it again. I'm Albert. I speak English. Yeah, that's your new identity, my friend. Now that you said it, your brain follows way faster than stupid grammar rules. Now, anyway, speaking of acting, it's time to actually see how much you can do this. Follow me in this video where I help you shadow a pretty challenging part from the famous TV series Stranger Things. I'll meet you there.